Yeah. No, I feel like Kazuya Mishima. Anytime I see him on the screen, it's just like that just gives me life. Now I don't know if we're gonna see it right now because I feel like that Kazuya to me, it feels like one of those characters that you don't secondary. Like you, because you need like a game to remember. Like, oh, I gotta play Kazuya like this, right? So unless you're always playing him, but so putting him right as a secondary gonna be something. I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, the Kazuyas are certainly on the come up, just like how the Min-Mins were. They just need some time is all. But no Kazuya needed right here. The Rob is certainly here, and to be honest, man, they're kind of getting sent to the scrapyard right now. Ronnichu is just putting on a clinic. Yes, watch out for that C4, my friend. It's not safe to land. And here I was talking about in the pre-match banter about how it'd be difficult for Ronnichu to get back onto solid ground, but damn it, it was Domnique there.
Okay. Yeah. So Dominique. Now I feel like this matchup in particular, like I think that they both kind of do the same things, except for sometimes Rob can box a little harder than Snake, but maybe not Ronnichu Snake, because this man actually do be using a lot of CQC, man. He's like grenades. I don't need those. Like,
Yeah,
I'm getting up close and personal, bro. He's actually like solid Snake from the games where he over here strangling people and stuff from around the corner. So
yeah. I mean, hell, you kind of have to. And, I think that goes back to what you talked about earlier, man, before the match started. Just kind of, playing with a little bit of that bravery, just getting handsy with Rob. Rob, of course, that down tilt and that jab for sure is just the ultimate neutral checker. I mean, we've seen that time and time again. But, I mean, all the way back in Brawl, Snake definitely had the normals that could really challenge some of the best characters in the game. But, I mean, no normals right here are going to be able to save him from up here, especially landing incorrectly on that top platform. C4 right here pushing things back into Ronnichu's behalf. But for how much longer? Get out of that corner.
all right, man. So trying to get okay. I feel like as of right now, the way that Ronnichu is playing is definitely going to be kind of an issue for Domnique. Domnique not only is not able to really get the normal Rob stuff started, but now you have to avoid the normal Snake stuff too. So like, yeah, Rob is usually the one who gets the zone harder, but like when you have zones just set up because and stuff like that, look at that, your combo's not perfect. That means I'm gonna get out of it free with the grenade drop. And he still has to get this stock off. He's managed to bring it all the way back, but look at the amount of damage that Domnique has been able to rack up. That's dead.
Yeah, that's dead. Yeah,
you get grabbed after 160, you're just done, bro.
That's right. That is a tale as old as time, a tune as old as song for sure, man. And again, that's just one of those things that, Snake just kind of keeps like up his sleeve. I mean, we know he can do it, but there's always a good chance that Snake is going to get the KO long before he ever needs to do any of that. But in this case right here, Ronnichu certainly going the distance. And yes, such an awkward position to be in, was probably caught between where do I air dodge up to grab the ledge versus I don't want to get bonked on the head up underneath the stage of Pokemon Stadium. So unfortunate, but very forced right here for Dominique. Second chance on life here. Stocks are even. Let's see if he can try to milk this, because Snake, I'll be real, TK, pretty big body. And we talk about Rob being a big target, but Snake is a pretty big target too.
I was gonna say, man, the fact that he was able, like, I thought about him trying to go for the C4, but I think his damage was so high that he, one, definitely wouldn't have been able to take the stage, and two, probably would have just died off the top anyway. So yeah, the air dodge is probably the best option he could have went for. But either way, Ronnichu with a slight lead. Nothing that can't be stopped away. I mean, Rob can definitely steal some stocks with the right Robo Lariat, but I think it's gonna be a little harder for him to do that because every hit, you have to hit a certain amount of damage per hit to get Snake out of the cipher. So if it's not the last hit, it might not work. We'll see though.
Yeah, and I feel like he's also just kind of been second guessing himself with how he's kind of interacting with Ronnichu up close and personal, which, I mean, it makes sense. With things like this, of course, you're interacting correctly, you're off stage, now you're dealing with Nikita, 2 in a row. It's not a confirmed combo, but in Ronnichu's case, it most definitely looks like it. But then you also got to, run the risk of just eating a lot of just unnecessary grenades and just, you're going to second guess how you interact with Snake physically. So with that in mind, Ronnichu is going to shut it down there, game number 1, but not without it being contested. It wasn't free. He just won.
I think, so this is the way that kind of went down is I feel like right near the end on that second one, on the second, or on the first Nikita, he tried to nair it away, but the nair just did not come out fast enough, so I kind of put him in a bad position. I think he could have landed a little safer on that second one, but was probably still just, thinking about the fact that he couldn't get that first one. So right back to Pokemon Stadium 2. Look, I told you, man, Ronnichu, get in there, bro. Another snake would have pulled a grenade. He said, "Nah, I'm dash attacking." What's up?
Yeah, do something about it, man. I mean, I got to agree with you. Ronnichu, of course, is bringing something a little different to the table with the snake meta. And honestly, this is just a snake we don't, see very often. I mean, yes, the setups are definitely there. The traps are definitely there. And the zoning for sure. I mean, coupled with the fact that Domnique's just not really breaking that zone as well is certainly there. But yeah, I mean, the handsy type of snake, people sleep on how nasty snakes normals are. And that's just because we don't see them utilized very often. But bro, a couple down tilt, F tilts, hell, up tilt. I mean, hell, we've seen that move KO just criminally high or low percents. You better watch yourself.
Yeah. So, Ronnichu. Oh, just hops over it. Yeah, no, get that out of here. Top, I don't play. I don't need that right now. So we out. Moving forward. Go ahead and lift him off the top with that one for sure. But see if he can get back to the stage. Manage to do it.
Okay, very good setup at the ledge too. I mean, that's just Rob stuff one-on-one. Don't even think about piloting this character at Domnique's level if you aren't willing to set gyro down at the ledge and make magic happen for yourself. Great setup there. And of course, keeping them back into the running. Now, I'd like to see Domnique, take the lead here a little bit more. When it comes to like this chip away game here, when the neutrals is kind of going back and forth, Ronnichu is getting the most bang for his buck, getting this buy one, get one free style type of gameplay, this damage here on board. But I got to see Domnique make a play here and quick here because, I mean, again, how you interact with Snake physically is really going to make or break how you're going to really run away with this game, even if you even do. I mean, yeah, you can't even get your hands on him because then you got to watch out for C4 on the top platform.
Yeah, man. So with all that being said, though, he's definitely super far behind, and the damage is racking up immediately. Ronnichu just dropping the boots on him all the time. Oh, that was the up tilt. It was coming. He was looking for that finisher at all. Ronnichu was really just dropping the boots on him, though. He kicked that man like 8, 9 different times. And I thought it was going to be an up air, but no, actually it ends up hitting for a back air there instead.
I mean, I like that little interaction there from Domnique. He kind of waited for the pop out, waited to see what he was going to do because he probably figured whatever I'm going to do is going to come out much quicker than what he's going to toss out. But, of course, Ronnichu just on the up and up, but not high enough right there. Ronnichu, unfortunately, down to his final stock. Domnique playing back into the cut here, respectively, 140%, and the percent is just still climbing. Tossing out these big hitboxes, running into too many grenades, putting more percent on the board. Up tilt's going to shut it down. Ronnichu looking damn good.
Man, that's rough.
Yeah,
like he definitely popped off on him this time around. So he's making Domnique look a little lost here in this matchup. Ronnichu, big shout out to Moonshine Charms, by the way. The mask right there, that's definitely who got it from. She's been making a lot of these custom masks for the Smashers, and they've been flocking to it for real. So Ronnichu with the nice custom mask on, letting you know who he is in and out of the game. You're on the other side of thing, man. Domnique is going to have to pick it all the way up. Are we getting a secondary? Or is he staying with the Rob? It's got the Jigs and the Kazuya. Probably not the Jigs, but maybe the Kazuya.
I mean, I'll be real. I've definitely got my healthy dosage of Jigglypuff. I think one Jigglypuff for a wave is good enough for me. However, I would definitely be down for a little Kazuya. But again, you brought it up earlier. You actually made a really good point. That's just not a secondary type of character. I mean, in order for them to be a secondary, you need to be playing them as your main for a handful of, months or however long the character is out. And then, you can kind of put them back onto the utility belt. But I think at this point, Rob is going to have to figure out how to get it done here and as quickly as possible right now, because the way Ronnichu is playing doesn't really care too much about the ability that Rob has to box very well, and for damn sure does not care about any of Rob's just zone breaking tools. He is just covering them on all points.
Yeah, man, I think that's the like, as I was saying, though, that's definitely the thing about how this character works, man. It's just like the way that I would love to see the Kazuya for sure, right? But the way that like Kazuya plays in comparison to the rest of his tasks, like you really are playing Tekken in Smash, so you got to like get your mindset back into that role. But as of right now, man, Domnique looking a little better this time around. As far as the beginning of this game, but he's still very susceptible to losing his style. Oh, nice read though on the roll. He actually got red on his roll the last stock of the last game, so he just kind of took a page out of the Ronnichu book, found himself a roll as well. Unfortunately, though, that's going to get evened up immediately with Ronnichu's up air.
Yeah, and that's one of those few instances like you talked about before where Rob is just so damn good at boxing that I just feel like maybe Domnique just needs to remember, like, you know what? I'm actually one of the best boxers in the business, and I feel like that little moment right there certainly proved that. Ronnichu just getting a little too handsy with the snake kung fu early on. I think Domnique just kind of had to bring him back down to reality and let him know, like, hey, fam, I still got down smash, don't spot dodge here. I still got down to that for damn sure, still got jab in the arsenal as well. So is actually good. One small adjustment I would like to see from Domnique, though, is just the off-stage interactions. I feel like Ronnichu has just been recovering for free. You can't let Snake do that at all.
Yeah, that's definitely not the wave, man. Snake, like, especially with the way, if Snake's recovering low, that should be a very easy fight for Domnique. If Snake's recovering high, I mean, like, you can go for the boosters, try to catch him as such. Didn't get the full hit, though, unfortunately, though, because that grenade just continues to break Dominique's chances of getting that stock off relatively early, which is good for Ronnichu, though, because he's still living on kind of on borrowed time. Oh, I thought he was about to drop on it.
Almost pulled the plug on him. No grenade right there to save him. Great DI, but not great enough. Unfortunately, yes, the up air is going to shut it down. Now, this is actually a good position. Well, it was, for that small moment in time, TK, a good position for him to be in. I just wanted to see what he'd do with a little bit of lead, but unfortunately, the world may never know. Okay, nothing off the laird right there. Great dash attack. Again, keeping Domnique off of those wheels. Yes, you can shark from up underneath. That is kind of a method that we don't really see from the Snakes here anymore. We've seen it certainly earlier in like the ultimate meta as things kicked off when the game released. But yes, get up underneath Rob, toss out a couple up airs, even toss out Nair, try to bait that air dodge and see where he's going to go with it.
All right, so you can definitely... Oh. All right, okay. I was about to get a little more right there, but I definitely see the pressure is kind of on Ronnichu to try to close it out right here, right now. Dom actually took a decent amount of time between games to kind of think about his game plan, and it looks like whatever he thought worked out, and his counter pick as well. However, this... that sucks, bro. He had the idea. He just didn't pull the trigger fast enough on the down smash and ends up taking that up smash for the punish, bro. He was there. He was absolutely there. Just a couple of frames too late, man.
Oh, man, that's unfortunate. You know, look up the definition of unfortunate. You're probably going to find those final moments there of that match. That was just... I mean, Domnique was just figuring it out. I mean, like I said, he had that small lead for a little bit, and that's okay.